Hey, good evening, Map here, Map Investments. How you doing tonight? So, bringing you some news in the regarding the stock market and economic front. So let's get into it. Today, after the bell, we had Nvidia report. Nvidia is a big chip maker for gaming, for cryptos. They're a huge company, big performer. Let's take a look what it did after hours. Was down almost 1%. During the regular hours at 628 and it closed at 622. I think the expected move was about $27, which would have put it at 600 basically. I did a broken wing butterfly in there to the downside at the expected move. I think the expected move, if I'm not mistaken, was 27 on Nvidia. Options, yeah, expected move is 27. You can see it right here on the right-hand side under where it says puts last. Then the expected move was 27. IV rank was 38. So I basically, I already had one that's gonna, I had the 530 broken wing butterfly, which is going to expire worthless, which I keep the credit that I did there. And then I did another one for earnings today at the 600 mark. So we'll see if by Friday it can get to 600. If it doesn't, I just keep the credit. I think I collected like $25 more or less, and it keeps me engaged in the pay and in the stock and the play and the earnings play. Remember, that's a $600 stock, so we're talking about an expensive stock. Right now, we got the Nikkei down almost 1%. The Shanghai is flat, and Hang Seng hasn't opened up. Today, in the regular trading hours, let me go to the board here. The Dow, we were pretty much flat across the board. It wasn't really nothing crazy. I did about 70 trades today. Was relatively active. Most of what I did was sell calls against. So if you guys know how I trade, I do a lot of calendar spreads. I've been doing a lot of calendar spreads and names that I like, and I skew them towards the direction with a directional bias. So for example, let's say Apple, for example, is at 125. I'll do a calendar at 130. So I'll sell, for example, the May and buy the June. And sometimes the June one that I sold expires worthless, and I still got the May, I'm sorry, expires worthless, and I still got the June 130. So let's say Apple starts going up towards my call, and my call starts appreciating, or it's in the money. Well, if I want to try and have more exposure and some more time, and I don't want to get caught off guard, because remember, one little bad move on this option and it's worthless. So what I do is I'll sell another call against my call. So that's what I did today. I did a lot of those. I know it limits my gain, but I mean, like, let's say if I'm in the money, I'll sell something $5 out of the money. It caps my gains to about $500, but I mean, those are the probabilities. That's the way I like to trade. And I'll show you an example so you understand. So I think the small caps did well today. Yeah, they were out. They and I've done prior videos that I knew they were about to break out, and it still keeps getting rejected at that 2250 line. It was up 2%, and the VIX down over 7% to 1736. It's getting down there. Maybe getting a little bit too complacent. Selling May and go away hasn't really materialized. But well, anyways, today's Wednesday, right? I think today's Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. So we got 2 more days, and then we got the holiday, and then and then that's it. And then we start a new month in June. So be conscious of that. Incredible, midway through the year already, soon. There wasn't a lot of I don't think there was a lot of economic news. So let's just finish here with the indexes. Bonds have been in a range. Oil hanging around that 66, and nat gas about $3. Gold is flirting with that 1900 mark. The dollar's up a little bit after hours now, putting some pressure on everything. I was looking at the futures, everything is red. What else? Bitcoin's up a little bit. Ether's back almost to 3 grand, and the futures are a little soft. And Europe was pretty flat. What else? Let's take a look here. Snowflake, they melted after hours, if I'm not mistaken. I think they melted. Yeah, they were down $8. So in Snowflake, I had, these are my positions. So NVIDIA, we looked at what I had, and in Snow, I know I sold another broken. I do a lot of broken wing butterflies. Yep, I had a broken wing butterfly in Snow at the 255 strike. So this should go to the graveyard, and I'll keep whatever credit I collected on that. We can check here and see what I collected on Snow. Probably $25, $20. But you do that over, like say 10 positions, and you got $300, so 25 cents on that one. So $25 on that one. And I stayed engaged in the earnings play. So that one melted after hours. American Eagle Outfitters, they were up a little bit, but not much. I think I did a 36 butterfly in there to the upside. We'll see if I can maybe pin it for a little bit extra money. There wasn't really much on the news front. I know Ford was going bonkers today. Ford went over $14. I have some put credit spreads in Ford, and I have the 15 call calendar. So it's looking pretty good. Ford was bucking the trend. I was able to scratch a lot of trades today, just rolls that I've been rolling for credits. The Mimi or Meme stocks were going bonkers today. You had AMC, and we'll go to bar chart and look at AMC. What else? GameStop's, GME. BlackBerry was getting in the action. Express. If you watch my video from yesterday, I mentioned Express. Express was a big winner for me today. Yep. Actually, I sold calls against my call. I'm letting it ride out. Maybe I got a little bit greedy. I was up on Express today, $275. There it is, right here. There's my Express. I sold the 8 calls, 10 of them. I'm down on that a little bit, but I mean, it's got to be basically double to be in the money. But I still got my 6s. So I did that to kind of stay in the play. We'll see. I probably manage this soon. They got earnings as well. I must say today was a nice day. Very profitable day. Very happy with my performance today. Okay, so what else? That's pretty much it. There wasn't really much. We can go over here to stock charts. I love stock charts. It makes it very easy to look at the earnings. I don't know. I just like the layout. And you can see what's trending. So you got BlackBerry trending. I did some trades in BlackBerry today. Wow, look, up another 7% after hours. I did some stuff in BlackBerry. We could pull up BlackBerry. I'm going to my orders for today. Filled. BlackBerry. So BlackBerry, I did the 12 calendar spread and the 15 calendar spread. I did 3 there and 2 here. So that was my trade in BlackBerry. And it looks like it's going up. NVIDIA staying within the range. Ford over 14. Snow, like I said, melted. ENG, I don't know what that. ENJ, I don't know what that is. MYOV did some calendars because it's trending. GameStop's got my number. Uh, Express, I showed you my gains there. And Royal Caribbean might be going to 100. Let's take a look at the earnings. And here are the earnings. Lee, automaker, reported good. Okta, down a little bit in the after hours. NTNX had decent premium, pretty flat. Workday, down a smidge. PDD, down 6%. I did an Iron Fly in Pure Storage, and it seems to be within the range. So I might be able to buy that back for 50%. Dick's Sporting Goods. Good thing I did not get filled yesterday. Man, I tried to get filled in Iron Condors, and I could not get filled, and thank God I didn't, because that thing was up 17% today. I did a 100 strike call calendar. So I sold the June 100 call and bought the July. I think they might just pin it at 100. We'll see. ANF did nice. AOE. I probably got small butterflies and all those. Elf, not really a big mover. Williams Sonoma, that retailer's just chugging on all cylinders. I really want to punch myself in the head with Build-A-Bear. I was looking at it. I do have calendars, but I wanted to buy calls and Build-A-Bear. And Build-A-Bear is special to me because my wife and my daughter have given me a couple of teddy bears with my mom's voice in them. For those of you who don't know, my mom passed away in September of 2020. And those bears mean the world to me. It's very special. They gave me a bear for Father's Day, and they gave me a bear this month for my birthday. And I don't know. I don't know why I didn't buy a bunch of calls. I knew Build-A-Bear was gonna do well for earnings. It was up 40%. Keep that stock on your radar for any pullbacks. I have the I did trades in it. Don't get me wrong. I have positions in it. I knew I should have just bought calls. I mean, they were cheap, and I knew the expected move. It was going to blow it out of the water. I have the 12.5 and the 15 call calendars. So one expires in June, the 12.5, and I keep the July. So I needed to retrace a little bit maybe, or stay within the tent like I've showed you in my other videos. And the 15 is looking pretty good. I mean, I'm up on the trade, 53%. But I left a lot on the table. And especially that I had a little bit of a sentimental feeling and bias is the word, bias towards that stock. Designer brands, they sell shoes. They were up nicely. Capri does those bags, and they're doing pretty good. So they were up. Probably have calendars in both because it's the cheapest way to get in them. Now U-Haul, I could have sworn I saw U-Haul down big, but I guess it came back. I guess it was a misprint. You can't play U-Haul. It was too wide and too... Look at this one. I didn't even look at this one. Up 20%. Interesting. Got to research Rex, find out what the deal is with that one. And I like doing this because if you go through, there's not a lot of earnings play. Some days there's 500, and that's just very, very time consuming and mind boggling going through all of them. But if you do this, you stay engaged in, knowing who's doing well. And I'll give you an example. The other day I was looking through the earnings, right? And I saw a company that caught my attention. They had a little bit of calls. And I'll look at the stock, and then I look at the calls, the option chain, and the one I want to talk about is Beam. So I looked at Beam, and I went to their website, and look, they were up 16% today. They do like these solar panels that gives energy to like a cable, to like a hub where you can charge your EV car. So I thought, wow, I went to their website. I was like, this is interesting, and I did some calls. I actually did calls in this, so doing pretty good in Beam. So that's why it's very, if you're passionate about this and want to try and be a little bit more active with your money, there are ways to make money with less money, and all you have to do is be engaged and put the right strategy in place. So learn your options, learn your calendar spreads, learn your verticals, your iron condors, your broken wing butterflies. Uh, these are all just fancy names, but they all consist of verticals. I like using defined risk trades unless I buy them, and they're cheap. So that was earnings. There's some earnings tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning we have I think Best Buy. I think Best Buy and I think Medtronics, Dollar General, Dollar Tree. I think those were the ones in the morning that I can't remember. They should put here before or after. On the desktop you can see before and after. I should maybe write a suggestion, put before and after on the mobile. It'll be easier as well. Okay, so that's that. And oh, did you guys see RDD? RDD had a day. Let's take a look at RDD. That was from yesterday's video. RRD, I'm sorry, RRD. Up 7% today. Yep. A little disappointed in BBIG. I'm still holding calls there. It was up 10 cents after hours, so we'll see. And BRFS, the meat one, hasn't really bounced after that pop. But the good thing is that when you go to stock charts, right, and you look at these, so RRD, look at that. I think this one's breaking out. There's some fishy action going on this one, and actually I might look at pulling the trigger and get some more stuff tomorrow in there. That's just me. I'll keep my eye on that. Hopefully it's a little pullback and stuff. So here's what I mean. So we had a big up. Here's a BRFS. I'm sorry, let me get some water. BRFS. Sorry about that. You can see it had big bars, right? And the sell-off isn't that bad. It's not heavy volume sell-off. It's expected. Stock went from 390 to 520. It's expected to give some back. I don't think the gap's going to get closed because that was huge volume. So we shall see what happens here the next couple days. And then the other one is BBIG. I don't think, and these were some of the last videos I did. This one's a tough one. But it is an NFT play. So, Funko was up, and there was another, TCAT was up, and those are NFT plays, and they did sell Mark Haynes. They sold something, Mark Haynes bottom. They sold an NFT of Mark Haynes bottoms. I think this guy Fertrita, Tillman Fertrita, or whatever his name is, bought the NFT. So I was trying to see if there was a headline on it. I don't see it, but I know there was an NFT for him. Let's go to bar chart and then end the video, and then we'll look at the futures. Okay, future options, most active. I was selling a lot of stuff today, so I really didn't get engaged in bar chart. So this is kind of good to do this with you. I finally closed Tesla after rolling it. I made a profit because Tesla had a broken wing butterfly in it, and I just rolled it, and I finally got out of it. AMC's at 20. We talked about Ford. There was a lot of green. Everything was rallying today. Fubu up 13%. GameStop up 15%. I mean, these are pretty big moves here. Peloton coming back with 10%. Mara up 11%. Crypto name. Yeah, there was not a lot of red. Not a lot of red. Everything was green today. Like I said, I had a great day today. PDD got hammered. Now PDD was up huge, and all of a sudden it came back down, so it reversed. CVS got hit, and I'm short CVS. And I tried to do an iron condor in Walgreens, but no fill because the IV was good. Amazon's gonna actually try and have physical stores. There's Walgreens down too. They want pharmacies. JWN is down on earnings. I mean, everything was green. I'm just going through the red ones. Visa, I closed out the 2:30 call yesterday. Good thing. Everything's green. I mean, my portfolio, I'm still long. I might sell a couple futures here and maybe flatten myself out here because, I mean, there's a lot of green here. I mean, everything's green. I mean, everything. Nothing was red. Tall, that's a China educational speculative name. Lots, I'm getting my butt kicked in Lots. That's a used car, trendy car sale thing, platform, I guess. I'm not doing good there. I have to try and roll that or just close it out. I think Medtronics has earnings. MasterCard down. I don't know if it was PayPal or Square. They're coming out with checking and savings. So they're coming after these banks, these fintech guys. Those two are one of my favorite companies. PayPal and Square. I think those are great companies. They're doing crypto. They do transactions. They're gonna do checking and save. I mean, they're in everything. Those are good long-term stocks. I mean, everything is green. It's incredible. No, John Deere was down. That's weird. The ags have been very flat lately. I sold some more put credit spreads in soy and corn. Look at Upstart, up 10%. Build-A-Bear, up 40%. Cookie Build-A-Bear was up 40% today.
You're talking to me?
Yeah.
Build-A-Bear?
Build-A-Bear, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Green, everything's green, guys. Everything's green. So I'm sure all of you guys made money today because everything was green. Everybody's 401k was doing great today. Everything's green. I'm just trying to see what's red. Everything's green. Green, green, green. We just went through 500 stocks and there were a handful of green only. I was looking at the futures, everything was pretty red. So maybe we're going to give some back. You know, I mean, it's possible. It's possible. Let's look at the index charts and then go back to the futures and then I end the video. I've talked enough for tonight. So there's the small caps. So the MACD's crossing a little bit, and we did get to that 2250 mark. And you can see across the 50-day moving average on the small caps. The Qs, the NASDAQ, MACD's crossed. And the candle's not a bad candle there. Can we have continuation? I don't know. We've rallied a lot. We rallied from like a little over 315 to 335. 20 points. It's a pretty big rally. And the SPY Now the SPY and the Dow Jones have held up, but their MACD is trending down. Actually, well, now here on the SPY, kind of connected here, and the SPY's got a little tight candle here, so, and then the Dow Jones tight as well, and MACD still a little trending. Not really like, it's not really sloping up. It's more sloping like maybe basing. So let's take a look at the futures, and then we'll call it a night. Probably extended this video longer. Let's take a look at the dollar. I think the dollar was green, guys, when I looked at it. So maybe we're getting a bounce from that level, that 89, low 89 level. So we're over 90. And all the foreign currencies are down. Bitcoin's down. Oil's down. S&P's down. Gold's down. I told you, I saw a lot of red. A lot of red. NASDAQ's down. Dow Jones down. The only thing I saw that was green was the VIX. VIX up a little bit. Wheat. And everything else is just red. So stay tight. Have a good night. Share the video. Like, subscribe, comment below. I had some good dialogue there with King today. Be happy to chime in on any questions. Like helping anybody I can help out. Have a good night. Bye-bye.